What is the best way to manage PPC for products with multiple variations? Usually attach at parent level, so traffic will still convert, but to the child that wins the click. So this is really important because we do have strategy of whenever we have a listing that has multiple variations, and or in this case, let's say it's a color variation, right? Or a size variation. We would be adding all sizes, and then based on the outcome for that campaign, we can say, okay, so M, for example, if you have clothing items, M is something that always converts. Now what we can do then strategically, we can be creating a campaign that is only for the M size. Or if we're selling 3 variations, color variations, black, blue, and white, and we see that constantly the black variation is the one that is winning the sale and is converting really well with a very low ACoS, then we would be considering, you know what, maybe we could leave that product here in this campaign and then pause the other two. So that is the way how we would go about it. Really important, we do want to watch wasted spend on wrong variations. Why am I saying that? Is because sometimes what can happen, and here a clear example, one of the brands that we help managing their ads with, they had exactly this example of 3 color variations. So they had black, white, and actually green as color variations. And what happened for the green item or the black item, one of those, they got a frequently returned badge, which means is that even if that color variation performed really well with the frequently returned badge item there, conversion just like blew up and did not convert it anymore. So in that case, what we want to make sure is that, first off, if you wanted to promote more the green item and you see that the black item still gets most of the spend, in that case, we would be pausing the black variation from that campaign itself. So that is really important distinction. I think really, when it comes down to separating campaigns, ones that we're zooming out for clarity, ones that we understand what works, what does not, when it comes down to variations, only afterwards we would be creating different campaigns specifically for that variation. That is really important, especially if you have products that you have multiple variations and you're not sure which one to advertise. Now, this same strategy can be applied also to your whole catalog. Let me explain how would that work. So in this case, because the question was, if you have multiple variations, what would you do? Think of it as your whole catalog is the multiple variation of your brand. So in that case, what you can do, you can create a catch-all campaign. Technically, you're putting all your catalog within that campaign. Now, really important, you would treat this exactly the same way how you would treat multiple variation of the same item. The reason for that is, what I'm noticing is that many people are discussing about the strategy of, yes, try out the catch-all like auto campaign and add all the catalog there, and then see. For what we are seeing on our end is that each product, it have its own ACoS, especially if the price is different, right? Now, why is that important? Is that ACoS is going to be different, but what else can happen is that there can be products that are never converting. In that case, you would be pausing that product, so you would be reallocating spend towards the product that are selling really well. And then what you can do the same thing with the multiple variations. In this case, what you would be doing, if you see that constantly, let's say out of 5 products, 1 it's top performer and it's performing really well, you would be then creating a separate campaign for it. Again, this is a really good way of, if you don't know exactly which one works best or which one could work best, to apply it. Now, if you have the one product and it's product launch, you know exactly which is the product that you would be adding, so this doesn't apply.